questions than it has answers. Now, there's optimism for some. They did draft Bronny James, hired first-time head coach J.J. Redick, but somehow, someway, LeBron James still sounds positive. He was asked if he can win it all again with the Lakers and said, of course, adding, quote, because we've done it before, and we still have two guys who commit every single day. Myself and AD, we commit to excellence. When I heard this, I thought of you, Joy Taylor, and the reason I thought of you is because you often say something. Don't play in my face.
I do say that.
LeBron James is playing in everybody's face with that quote. Everybody's face. And more importantly, he's playing in Lakers fans' face. LeBron knows best of what it takes to get to an NBA title behind, I believe, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, amongst other greats. Like, he is one of the most notable and known as it pertains to getting to the NBA Finals. He's been 10 times. So, Bron, you know what it takes. How dare you even utter to Lakers fans that y'all could win a championship? Y'all have lost 8-1 versus the Denver Nuggets. Y'all lost 4-1 versus the Denver Nuggets this year, 4-0 the year before. And this is a Nuggets team that didn't even make it to the Western Conference Finals. And you somehow believe that you can run it back and improve? Insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. The Lakers lost to the Nuggets 4-0. They brought back the same team. What they add? Gabe Vincent. Who they add? Cam Reddish. Who they add? Taurean Prince. And then they played the Nuggets again, same thing over and over, expecting a different result. And they lost 4-1. Now you brought the same team back. Who you add? Bronny James? I'm glad you're playing with your son, but I do not suggest that his 4 points and 3 assists at USC are going to translate into the Lakers winning a title. Who'd you add? J.J. Redick? So I don't just think it's crazy. I think it's insulting. I think it's disrespectful. And I think it's gaslighting to tell Lakers fans you expect them to win another title when you brought back the same squad that lost to the Nuggets 4-1 and lost to the Nuggets 4-0. And the Nuggets didn't even get to the NBA Finals this year, let alone win it. So, Shady McCoy, I don't just think it's crazy. I think it's worse. What you think? Crazy for LeBron to say the Lakers can win another
What
title.
are we talking about here? LeBron James? What's he supposed to say? Nah, dog, not this year. Yeah, they can win it. It's LeBron James was talking about. Am I tripping? Am I tripping?
You're not tripping.
So I get he is 40, but they just said 40's the new 20. But they told me. But no, on a serious note, like LeBron James, real talk. LeBron James made the finals 8 straight times. He's really done that before, right? In 21 seasons, he's been there 10 times. Like, LeBron could get it done if anybody can get it done. And then I just look back to when I seen this question, right? I had my guys, show me some of the games that they play against the Denver Nuggets, right? A lot of them games, Acho, I know you want to hear this. They could have won them games. They should have won them games. Not could have. They should have won them games. And if they beat the Nuggets, who knows where they're at? I didn't think that the Timberwolves would be this good this year. I didn't know that. Yeah. Did you?
No.
Did we guess that the Thunder would be this good this year?
No.
The Mavericks, though? Come on, though, for real. Seriously, though.
Think they go to the NBA Finals?
So all I'm saying is that, like, anything is possible. And then you talk about a guy like LeBron who's done it before. If anybody in the world could do it, though, can it be LeBron James? Should we not doubt him?
But, Shady,
because he is the king.
Where do you put your optimism with your realism? You told me you went to the Buffalo Bills general manager and head coach after the 2016 season, and you said, what are we doing? I didn't say that. You said, what are we doing? The offensive line, you knew it was in shambles. The quarterback, y'all didn't necessarily have a quarterback. I think maybe Tyrod might have been there. E.J. Manuel trying to figure things out. You draft Josh Allen, a project out of Wyoming. You literally said, what are we doing? You're LaShawn McCoy. You're the Eagles' all-time rushing leader. You're an all-decade running back. You got 2 Super Bowl championships. You rushed for over 10,000 yards. You're going to the Hall of Fame in my summation. And you had enough cognition to say, what are we doing? I can't win with this. What are we doing?
That is true. I felt like that, yes.
So that's where I'm at with LeBron.
When I played with a guy, because I'm not equal to LeBron, right?
Of course.
We're on the same boat.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a great player, but he's way, way different.
Of course.
But I played with a guy that's like LeBron, probably better. Tom Brady.
Oh.
And to think that at 40 years old, you would come to Tampa Bay, because they already had good players there. People had like, oh, this is a whole different team. No, it wasn't. Same defense, same role players. But the difference was we had Tom Brady, and he believed it. Well, people, I can't win. He's 40. He's just... Yes, I can win.
Sure.
He looked bad in his last couple of years at New England. He can get it done. Yes, he could. So when you start talking about them type of dudes, them type of players, you got to grade them differently.
But, Joy, here's what I would suggest in response to that. Because if LeBron James did this, I'd be with it. What Tom Brady say? In the midst of Antonio Brown's off-field issues, Tom Brady said, I still need AB. Tom Brady said, let me get Gronk. Tom Brady said, you know what, this person. If LeBron would have said, if he got Clay, if he got DeRozan, if he got Paul George, I'd be different. Tom Brady didn't run back the exact same Bucs squad. He added a first ballot, if not for off-the-field issues, Antonio Brown, who's probably a top 10 receiver all time, and he added the top 3 tight end all time. So you added 2 first ballot Hall of Fame talents to your roster. If LeBron did that, Joy, I promise my answer would be different. I promise it would be different. But what's your answer? Is it crazy?
I mean, LeBron isn't out here getting cardio. You know, it's not like a weekend run. It's LeBron James playing with the Lakers, playing alongside Anthony Davis. They did win a championship together.
Years ago.
To Shady's, sure, but to Shady's point, what's he supposed to say? Nah, you know, me and AD, we just trying to stay trim, dog. Like, what you mean? Of course he's playing for a championship. Now, I don't think that their roster is where it needs to be, but their roster wasn't where it needed to be the year that they made to the Western Conference Finals. They were 25-30 before the trade deadline. They made a trade, turned the season around, went to the Western Conference Finals. Again, maybe that won't happen this year, but did you think that the Eastern Conference Finals were going to look the way that they look this year? Now, we can all say we're not surprised Boston won the championship, right? We had our doubts. None of us picked them, but Boston was in the finals year after year. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals. They've been a really good team for a long time. It makes sense that they would break through this year. So they won the championship. Not a huge surprise. The rest,
Right.
the Mavs, the Timberwolves, the Pacers, do we think that Embiid wasn't going to be there, that Giannis was going to get hurt again? Like, you cannot predict what's going to happen throughout the entirety of a season. We don't know what trades could be made in the middle of the season. We don't know what the Lakers are planning on doing. Now, look, right now, it doesn't look like they're able to compete with this roster at the top of the West. But they do have LeBron James, and they do have Anthony Davis. So, of course, he's going into the season saying, I'm playing to try to win a championship. What may happen along the way, we don't know. But I think to say that it's crazy is a bridge too far. To say that it's optimistic,
What about unrealistic? 'Cause I think it's unrealistic.
I can't say that it's unrealistic when it's someone like LeBron James, and I did see them just go to a Western Conference Finals with a team that at the beginning of the year we did not expect to be there, and at the trade deadline we thought was cooked.
Come on now.
So I can't get there because it's LeBron. There are certain teams where I'm like, all right, y'all doing a lot. Like you're doing a lot. You're trying to sell some tickets here. Lakers don't gotta worry about that. So I think it's optimistic. I think the rest of us can maybe be more realistic about it. But then you have to consider that there is so much that goes on during the course of an NBA season. We don't know what the finals are going to look like. We don't know what the Eastern Conference or the Western Finals are going to look like. You're not looking me in my face and telling me that you predicted that that's what those finals were going to look like.
And I just want to say this real quick before James goes. So they got the bad luck of going against the Nuggets 2 years in a row.
Yes,
so let's just say, all right, because we see the Nuggets can be beat. They can be beat. Who beat them? The Timberwolves? Who beat them? The Timberwolves? Yeah, the Timberwolves. So let's just say that, like, okay, the Timberwolves, they get matched up with the Nuggets, and they beat them, right? The Lakers might have a better chance. You never know who you might go against.
Never know.
Because they don't really match up against them. But anybody else, I got them beating the Thunder.
Yeah, I'm with Shady and Joy. I mean, because if LeBron James would have stood up there and he said, hey, Laker fans, listen, I'm 40. Relax. We rebuilding. When I'm 42, hey, we going to compete for a championship. We would be killing LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you got to expect to win a championship. And the main thing that sticks out to me is February 6, 2025. That's the trade deadline. You are going to have to trade to get somebody to get in there. That helped you get to the Western Conference Finals when you traded and made some trades to fill that roster and make it a really good roster to compete, and you went to the Western Conference Finals. They are going to have to trade to get another piece. I don't know what that piece is going to be, but they're going to have to trade to get another piece. LeBron James and Anthony Davis, one of the greatest players of all time, another top 75 player, have a chance every single year if they own the same team to make it to the finals. That is just what LeBron James has shown us. If they add the right pieces, they are going to have a shot. But like I said before on this show, I've never stepped on the court, the field, anything thinking I was about to lose. I don't care who was over there. And it might sound unrealistic, but I always felt like if I'm on the field, we have a chance. You're talking about one of the greatest of all time in LeBron James. You think team has a chance to win it if he is on the basketball floor?
The Mavs did this too this year.
What if Luka came
the
out
Mavs got Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington at the trade deadline.
They did.
They were 29-23. We were talking bad about the Mavs. We were talking bad about the Mavs for a long time throughout the season. They were in the play-in game. They turned it completely around, went 21-9 after the trade deadline and went on to make the NBA Finals.
Yeah. What if Luka told you before the season started last year, Acho, I'm taking this team to the finals? What would you say? Unrealistic? You tripping?
I would have, because of where Luka is in his career, I would have thought it's possible.
So you would believe Luka more than LeBron?
At this stages in their careers, I think so. Because of where Luka's in his peak, he's in his prime. LeBron James he's not in his peak powers. I think where I'm at is I feel like y'all go from one end of the spectrum to another. I don't need LeBron to say we rebuilding. But James, you've been there before. You were on a Raiders team. I won't say the record. I won't say that y'all started 0-10. That's unnecessary.
Won't say that, huh?
But you've been in the locker room before and you said, like, hey, you know what? Like, we don't have enough.
Yeah.